Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's now week 8, and here's what our dig team's come up with. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. We're actually starting things off with a team dig today. From Matt and Hirschberg and Juan Burbano, we've got DOSGAMES /arcade /Galacta1. Okay, not quite sure what this is going to be. Galacta1. There's a bunch of text files, but they're pretty big, so let's just go into it. Galacta1. Joystick not detected. Galacta, the battle for Saturn. Space for more info, enter button to play. Order, credits, game controls. I think game controls would be a good idea. That is ordering information. That is is it? Oh, there it goes. Well, that's kind of nifty. Those are... Oh, it's the numeric keypad. So, 4 and 6 move left and right. Shift, shoot, alt, shield. There's no accelerator. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be something like Space Invaders? Something like that? Well, let's see. Space for more info. That is scrolling so slowly. And it's also really... Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's just play. Oh. This is kind of spiffy. Well, first of all, I can only have 2 shots at the air at a time. So, that's not very useful. I think that S I picked up is a shield, maybe? I guess we'll find out at some point. So, my initial impression was something like Space Invaders, but this is actually more like Galga. Or actually, if you want to get really specific, this actually feels more like Cache Invaders. And that's a much later game than this would be. Oh, there I go. The controls for aiming, like, moving left and right, that's pretty responsive. Moving left and right is pretty responsive. But aiming is a little weird. Oh, jeez. It doesn't help that I can only have 2 shots in the air at a time. Jeez. Okay, the first level wasn't so bad, the second level wasn't so bad, but this level's nasty. This level's really nasty. This is only the 3rd level. Some old games, if you hack in some Game Genie codes or something, you can actually bypass the shot limits, but then you end up writing extra shots into, like, memory it shouldn't be in. NDNAIIEE? Is that like a password or something? I don't know. Let's try that again. I think we can do a little better this time. And now that we're on an earlier level, I can explain what's weird with the aiming here. If you're moving when you shoot, the shot just keeps moving in that direction. Though there is some acceleration, so... I don't know. It's a little weird, but I guess it's kind of necessary for, like, this situation here. Like, this is clearly some sort of solo title of some sort, but it's actually not that bad. Just, this 3rd level here is ridiculously difficult. Oh wait, I think I found the sweet spot right there. Yeah, because look at what the enemies keep doing. They keep just bunching up at the sides there. Okay, so I said the game wasn't that bad, but it's almost like... Oh, we got some new enemies types now. And a new power-up. Ooh, I got lasers. And these lasers don't have that aiming thing that the bullets had at the beginning. So that's good, that there's actually different weapons, too. Ah, there I go. Do I keep the laser? I do not. Didn't think I would, but oh well. I definitely don't like that you can only have 2 shots in the air at a time. Oh, I just realized you can actually... Can you hold the button down? Okay, you can technically hold the fire button down. But when you do, you stop shooting when you're moving. What the? Alert ring debris? And I got an F weapon? I have no idea what that does. Whoa! Okay, F wasn't a weapon, it was a speed up. Fast movement, I guess. So I haven't even tried using... Well, I did try using the shield there, but apparently it doesn't protect against the ships themselves. So that's kind of annoying. It's interesting that when you get killed, the enemy that killed you actually shows up above your ship. Not sure, I think that comes from a different shooter of some sort, but I'm not sure which one. Okay, so this is actually not that bad a game. Galacta: The Battle for Saturn. Made in November '92. Let's just take a quick look at the ordering info here. Okay, so it looks like it was done similarly to the Apogee titles, where they had 3 different versions of it. The Last Stand on Mars and In Defense of Earth, apparently being the other 2. I guess similar to Apogee titles, it's probably like the same gameplay, but just like more different kinds of enemy ships to deal with, and I don't know, maybe there's bosses if you get far enough. Like, I mean, I'm not going to do like a full playthrough for this, for the Shovelware Diggers show, but this looks like something that is probably not going to be too hard to find. And then, yeah, I'd say give this thing a try, because it's not that... It is a little hard to get into, but I don't think it would be that hard to get used to, just from the nature of the gameplay. And yeah, definitely worth checking out. Before we get to Scott Percival's actual dig, he did have a failed dig in DOSGAMES /arcade/EXLSIL. It'll make more sense in just a second here. I think this is Excelsior. Yeah, it's Excelsior. So, he failed dig because I've already covered this game on Ancient DOS Games. So, oh well. Scott Percival's actual dig is DOSGAMES /arcade/frogs. This is probably going to be a Frogger clone, isn't it? It's even called Frogger. Oh boy. Joystick or keyboard? I'm going to say keyboard. That is going so fast. Well, that's actually still going pretty fast. That's as low as I can set it. Actually, you know what? This looks like a particular Frogger clone that... Whoa. What? Why does it go faster when the frogs... That's misleading. What? How... No. I'm not entering my... Oh. That's what... Wait a minute. Is something stuck? What? I seriously have the cycle set really freaking low. Okay, so I've seen this Frogger game before on Lazy Game Reviews, when he did some of his Key Punch software stuff and everything. The game did not run this fast on his computers, and the cycles count is serious. To set it any lower, I have to go edit the config file. So... yeah, give me a second here. I'm going to see if I can make this playable. Well, it's definitely going slower now. It's drawing everything in here. Actually, maybe I have it a little too slow. Okay, that's probably closer to what it's supposed to be like. Oh, but it's still speeding up when you... It still speeds up when you go off the thing there. What? It's like the speed is related to your vertical... Whoa. Time limits much? This is bad. Like, I mean, I remember watching... Jeez. I remember watching Clint play this thing, and I was thinking to myself, it can't be that bad. I mean, it looks awful, but it couldn't be that bad. But now that I'm actually playing this... This sucks. This really freaking sucks. And also, why is it doing that? The cursor is moving on its own. There are no stuck keys right now, I guarantee you. Yeah, let's torture ourselves again so I can explain what the heck is wrong with this thing. So you see the speed right now. It seems like a normal speed, and the timer's going down 1 tick with every movement of everything, but the moment you go off this orange bar, everything speeds up, including the timer. And that's not exactly a lot of time, and then everything speeds up again once you get onto the lily pads. You basically have 80 game ticks to get to one of the alcoves in the back. We gotta see if it's at least possible. Oh, jeez. It doesn't help that you don't really line up with everything either. Like, I mean, given the fact that I'm moving in grid-based increments, you'd think it would line up better, but... Oh, seriously? This is so bad. You're kidding. So not only is the gameplay bad, something that you wouldn't notice since you're not playing the game is that there's a massive delay. Oh my god. Okay. So, what you couldn't notice in seeing that right there is that there was a massive delay in actually pushing a key and something happening on the screen. The timer kept going faster. You know, you can scroll, you little stupid text screen. It gives you barely any time, and then by the time you're at those alcoves, you have to perfectly get into them, which is hard to do when the controls are so delayed. You know, Clint said that this was one of the worst Frogger clones out there. I agree with him. This is the worst Frogger clone I have ever played. And I've played several. This is terrible. I apologize to whoever it was who made this, and I really hope that you made this because you just wanted to, like, learn more about programming or something, because this is just really bad, and I really hope you got better, did better programming things in the future, or just gave it up entirely and went on to do things that weren't programming. You know, the fact that it was included with a key punch disc, though, kind of suggests that the game was probably freeware, so... yeah, whatever. Game sucks. Moving on. Now, if you think that one was crazy, wait till you see what Matthew Belshan dug up. DOSGAMES /arcade2 /JEEPGAME. So I really hope this has something to do with Jeeps. There's profiles. There's several executables with just letter names. Is there a batch? There's an explore.batch and install.batch. I have a funny feeling I know what this is. Let me just quickly type the explore.bat file. Okay. Well, let's try running it, see what happens. Oh yeah, the cycles are turned way the heck down still from that Frogger thing. Let me actually restart this thing, now that the cycles are up. Why is it not... Okay, it almost looks... it's... That's weird. It was like some sort of introductory sequence, but all the pieces of it were like broken or something? I don't know. Well, this clearly has something to do with Jeep and Eagle vehicles. I'm not too knowledgeable about vehicles since I don't drive, but let me see here. Option 1 is apparently just Jeep. Option 2 is Eagle. Option 3 is Rubicon Trail. And Option 4 is Eagle Trivia Game. So, some sort of multi-thing here. So let's go to Jeep. And... interesting. So... press the key of your choice. Oh, let's go Wrangler. Send in a Jeep. So is this like sort of like some sort of information program or something? Oh. Interesting. Huh. It's kind of like a program that just gives information about different Jeep vehicles, I guess. Why is there a grid on the side? ABS demo? Well, that doesn't really do much. Okay, let's check out the Eagle section. So again, it's just, more vehicles. Aerodynamics demo? It's just a bunch of lines. Let's see, Rubicon Trail. Let's see what that's about. Welcome to the Rubicon Trail. You're about to experience the thrill and excitement of those who have driven hard, quote-unquote, to conquer this boulder-strewn wilderness. Trail located between Georgetown and Lake Tahoe is packed with logs, dried riverbeds, and granite gulches that will test your ability to maneuver, control, and outwit nature's greatest defenses. I love how nature's capitalized there. You have all you need for success. Your Jeep. Your finely tuned driving skills, which for me is my finely tuned keyboard skills because I have no idea how to drive in real life. Strap yourself in and turn the key. Press spacebar. Don't you mean press the key? Choose your trail. Let's go with the practice. Novice drivers beware. This is a computer program. You can't pretend that this is going to be like driving the real thing. It's not going to be anywhere. Especially when it's third person. Okay, how do I do this? Oh my... It's seriously going this slow? Okay, I'm going to demonstrate just how unresponsive this is. I'm going to push the right arrow key and watch. Now. Nothing happened. Left? Oh, well, I'm about to... The best way to climb an object is to approach it slowly and... Do they seriously want me to climb over this giant rock with my Jeep? This thing... That rock is so huge, I'd probably just smash into it. What? 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 That is not physically possible. If you did that with a real Jeep, you wouldn't have a front end to your vehicle anymore. Oh my god. Some objects are easy to climb, but hitting them too fast may result in a flat tire. Oh my boy. Wouldn't this like wouldn't doing that like crush the underside of the vehicle if the wheels weren't high enough? And wouldn't the log actually move because it's circular and cylindrical and it is possible to get stuck on this rock? What differentiates this rock from the rest? Why is it possible to get stuck on it? Try to keep a tire on the rock. If you have enough momentum, you may be able to slide over it onto your skid plate? I don't even know what that is. You are high-centered, reverse your direction? Okay, something else I should point out, because that I haven't... Let me restart this thing. How do I restart? Oh. At least we get a nice set of the controls there. I'm going to demonstrate just how unresponsive this is. Okay? So we're moving. I'm going to press the right arrow right now. And now. 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 Okay, maybe I can't go any further right. So let's push left now. 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 There it goes. Now. 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 These controls are so unresponsive. This sucks. This really sucks. You should... If you're trying to promote your brand of vehicle, don't do it with a third-person game which doesn't give you a real representation of, you know, driving. And don't make it so unresponsive and bizarre. Like, would you seriously want to drive anything over that rock there? That rock looks big enough to, like, crush a person. Speaking of which, there's nobody in the vehicle. The vehicle's self-driving. Apparently they invented self-driving before anything else in this. Even the escape key doesn't want to work properly. Well, there is one more portion of this catastrophe, and it's the trivia game. Let's see how much we can suck at this one. Is it even still working? Let me try that again. Because the escape key seemed to work still. No, this portion of the program is completely broken. Okay, well, that's Jeep's obviously not very good attempt at... Yeah, that was just... What am I supposed to say to something like that? That's like one of the worst driving, quote-unquote, programs I've ever seen. It looked good for CGA, but let's face it, looking good does not mean working good. And it said right in the program, like, let's go back in and we'll show you. It says right here, you're about to experience the thrill and excitement of those who have driven hard to conquer this boulder-strewn wilderness. This... When you read that sentence, do you really think of this? Oh wait, hang on. Stop Jeep before shifting gears. Do you really have to do that in real life? That doesn't make any sense. Well, so much for getting a flat tire if you crash into things. Ouch, slow down! In real life, you wouldn't be saying ouch. In real life, you would be splattered across the front of the vehicle. Because you would have gone shooting out of the driver's seat through the windshield. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a thing. Jeep Eagle vehicle thing that shows you stats and has a terrible game. Just don't.